boy Stevie Jobber. It's your boy Dangerous Duke. The Dangerous Jobbers podcast. Play the one. The boy Stevie Jobber. Dangerous Duke. Stay dangerous.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your boy Stevie Jobber.
It's your boy Dangerous Duke.
Welcome back to the Dangerous Jobbers podcast, putting wrestling over one podcast at a time.
And you know it.
And we are back for the first two-night SummerSlam predictions episode. All right, are you excited for the first two-night SummerSlam?
Surprisingly enough, I wasn't at first, but after seeing these matches and what's going down, yeah, I'm really excited for this. It's got me excited. It's interesting.
There's one match particularly that got me excited. That happened. That was in the making this past Friday, and I saw it coming. I thought it was way earlier than this that it was going to happen, but it's finally coming to fruition. That's what really has me excited for this weekend. But we'll get into all of it one match at a time. And I think for this one, as a special two-night SummerSlam, I'm actually gonna write down who we think is gonna win what for the first time in a while. I don't know if anything's gonna be at stake when we get past it, but I do feel like for a minute we've just been shooting it out there without keeping track. And maybe we should bring back some sort of consequences. I don't know.
Yeah.
First match of the night, or at least what they have billed for Saturday. The women's tag team championship match. Raquel, Roxanne, the Judgment Day against Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. I'm going to go right out the gate. I don't have a big grandiose take, but I'm going to go Judgment Day.
Okay. I'm going to go opposite on this. I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa, but on a caveat of outside interference from one Liv Morgan that cost Roxanne and Raquel the titles.
You think this is where she comes back?
Yeah, I'm usually at SummerSlam. There's some kind of return in some capacity, and maybe she's going to be one of the returns, but I'm going to go Charlotte and Alexa on that one.
Okay. All right. I mean, like I said, I don't have much on the story.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of waiting to see where it goes. Gunther and Punk.
Ooh. I'm gonna go Gunther on this. I feel like it's too early to take the title off of him. Punk may win it at some point in some capacity, but I don't think it's gonna happen just yet. So that being said, I'm gonna go Gunther for the win.
It doesn't feel big enough. It doesn't feel big enough for Punk. So I'm not sure why it won't work. Probably Seth Rollins, if I had to guess. But for whatever, or it could just be Gunther being Gunther. I mean, that'd be a crazy angle to take, but Punk not being the best in the world would be a crazy angle for Gunther. Yeah, I'm gonna go Gunther though. I'm gonna go Gunther, but hook it by crook. Gunther. Unanimous. The match you really want to talk about?
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll. Okay, RK Roll.
Yeah. Never did I think in the year 2025 I would be excited to see a Jelly Roll match. But here we are, and WWE has surprised me yet again. And you know what? Given the promo that he just cut this past week and how great that it was, and the fact that they're giving him the Black Hole Slam from Abyss,
They are.
I'm gonna have to say Jelly and Randy take this one. The team of RK Roll is gonna walk out victorious.
For not for the sake of not playing devil's advocate, I will also go Jelly Roll. For the sake of not playing devil's advocate, I could just as easily argue for Logan Paul, but I won't. No, I won't do it. Not today. Today, I will lay down my sword and not play the heel.
Okay.
That may play different for this one though. Roman and Jay against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I have a sneaky suspicion that something, I don't know, something happens here.
That there's some trickery afoot.
Something's afoot.
You know what? I'm I'm honestly on the same page with you as this. I think something's gonna, whether it's somebody that's gonna join the group or it's somebody that's just gonna help Paul or Paul's gonna help his guys win. I'm gonna have to say that I'm going with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker on this one.
See, this is why we don't do these, man. I agree. I feel like something this is too easy. The plate is it's too set. It's too
Mm-hmm.
set. You know what I'm saying? And so something has to go wrong. Something can't work somehow. So I'm giving it to Bronson and Braun Breaker, but I do think the angle of Roman being entirely too like OP is funny on TV. And I do think it portrays well. And Bronson
Mm-hmm.
Breaker's really good at Breaker's really good at faces. So
Yeah.
it really puts it in. Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill. Do we finally give Jade the belt, or does Tiffany reign a little longer? My guess, my money, my pick, the Storm is coming.
Dude, this is why we need to be on opposite sides of the fence more because I just want the reign to be over for Tiffy already.
And that's part of my reasoning.
Yeah, it's like it's been, I don't want to say it's been stale, but it's been kind of stale or it's been kind of mid. It hasn't been great. Naomi's been the champ for what, like 2 weeks now, and she's already had a more exciting run in these 2 weeks than Tiffy's had since Mania.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the Storm's coming and Jade's gonna win, and that's gonna be the next title change.
Mm. I don't feel bad for Tiffany either. I wonder what happens after, but I'm not mad at it. I feel like I don't know, man.
It's time.
I feel like you can almost immediately bump her down to the mid card championship, and everything will be okay suddenly.
Yeah,
Something's just
because
not right about the world title right now.
no, because if she goes to the mid title, she'll be what, feuding with Julia. That's fine.
It's fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's about where I thought you should have been at. So that's fine. And not that we dictate where you should go, but
she needs a break.
how about this one? I don't know why they picture this as the last match on the card. I certainly think they'll probably be finishing with Punk and Gunther.
Hmm.
But Sammy versus Karrion Cross for I think one last time. Is Karrion Cross writing Sami Zayn off the TV?
I hope to God he is. And no offense to Sami Zayn, I don't mean this in a bad way for Sammy, but Karrion Cross needs this arc more than Sammy does. Like he's super over right now. He's the top merch pusher, and if we can help our top merch pushers like we've been doing, like when LA Knight was pushing the merch, he got the U.S. title. Fatu, the same thing, the U.S. title. Um, I'm blanking on the other person who was another merch mover. Jay. Jay was a
Okay.
merch mover, got the world title. Now, does Cross need a world title? I'm not saying push him into the world title picture by any means, but give this man something with some meat on its bones that he can use to go forward and go after the mid card title or maybe even potentially something bigger than that. But I'm gonna say this. I hope it's a Karrion Cross victory because Cross needs it more than Sammy.
This is a place where we just need them to do the right thing, right?
Hmm.
Cross is clearly proven himself as like an underground sensation, if anything.
Hmm.
And you're right, he's moving the merch. That speaks for itself. The pop speaks for itself. The way the people are just behind him. And Sami Zayn, take nothing away from him, doesn't need anything to do right now. And unless you have a really major story for Sammy, it'd be better to have Cross finish up Sammy's ab ribs or whatever's bruised on Sammy.
Hmm.
Uh, it would do a lot for his character to get him out of there. Having Sammy off the show provides time for Karrion Cross. Everything can fall into place here if we do the right thing.
Yeah.
Let's not muck this up, right? This needs to be a good victory. And I think this one we have no cheating. Like I think
No.
this one he can beat him clean because he's beat up Sammy's ribs enough that he can just kind of come away with the victory. And it'll still be like, you didn't really beat him, but you beat him clean.
Yeah.
He just beat a less than 100% Sami Zayn. You know?
Exactly.
Um, I don't know. Thoughts on how you feel what the sleeper match of night one might be? You know, we got the celebrity match. Jelly Roll, Randy Orton is certainly going to be one of the bigger matches. But what's the workhorse match here?
Mm, the workhorse match. I want to say the sneaky match is going to be Randy and Jelly's match, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say the sneaky good match is going to be Bronson and Braun, and then Roman and Jimmy, or Roman and Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be the sneaky good match for night one because people are going to be invested in um, Gunther and Punk. They're
Mm-hmm.
going to be invested in the Randy and Jelly match. Charlotte and Alexa, yeah, sure, it's the women's tag titles, but they're the big names of the match. I think the other tag team match is going to be the sneaky good one, and it has to be one of the tag matches because God, there's three of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them's got to work. I think that for me, it's got to be a situation where I'm going to go on a different tag match. I'm going to go ahead and say Bliss and Flair with Raquel and Roxanne is might be the sleeper only because of Flair and Bliss. You know, for Roxanne and Raquel, this might be just another pay per view for them, but this is the first big pay per view Bliss has been back at in a while, and you're in a tag spot with Charlotte Flair. I don't think it's necessarily where either of them were hoping to come back to. Uh, but you got two big main eventers like that, they might have a chip on their shoulder. And I just feel like if there's anybody coming in the SummerSlam that might have something to prove to themselves in the ring, as far as what they want the people to come away from in a spot that they're not particularly enjoying. Not to say they aren't having fun, but just to say that, you know, it's an underrated spot.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you got people like Charlotte and Bliss in there, they might want to have a match that, you know, maybe make people remember that the women's tag titles might matter. You know what I'm saying? So whether they win it, even though I don't have them pick to win, which is the ironic part, I feel like because of their energy, we might have a really good tag match for the women. Maybe. I mean, I have faith in Roxanne, so that's 3 out of 4. So,
Yeah.
so I expect that they really could maybe do something big here.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, I'll tell you what my match of the night is going to be for night two because it's so easy. Um,
Yeah,
I've been waiting so long, so and it could be the spirit of the Hardys possibly retiring.
possibly.
But the TLC ever since Mania,
Hmm.
because you heard me talking about this since Mania.
Yeah.
So by now you got to know, like I'm over the moon that we are finally getting a tag team TLC pay-per-view match.
Thank God.
Okay, the Street Profits, the Wyatts, DIY, the Motor City Machine Guns. Come on, this is incredible. This is an incredible level of tag team talent, of talent in general.
Yeah.
Every single one of them with a chip on their shoulder because for months, this might have been strategic. And now I'm upset.
Possibly could
Because
have been.
since Mania, this may have been like not strategic, but worked out in a way, like one of those Tony Khan angles.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but they had been downplaying that SmackDown tag team division, man, for months and months and months since Mania, and they've been wrestling with a chip on their shoulder, like they know they deserve more ever since then.
Yeah.
And I've been calling for them to shed light. We've been calling on them to shed light on that tag division for
Yeah.
so long, so many months. To get the TLC announced last Friday, over the moon to know like this is gonna be the match.
And not for nothing, dude. I think this is one of the largest TLC matches that they've done because I think the only one that was probably bigger than this is the one from Mania 40, where they had both the tag team titles on the line at the same time, and it was two teams that got to win.
Yeah,
Because
it's usually three. It was rarely four a couple times. But this is, and then they had the biggest one at Mania because they had both. Yeah, this is one of the larger ones.
Because you figure we have what? DIY, Fraxium, the Guns, Wyatt Six, the Profits.
This is crazy.
Am I missing a team?
It's Pretty Deadly in this?
No.
Okay, then I think you got everyone. I think
Yeah,
you got everyone.
yeah. So
Because
like
Los
five or
Guys
six.
is busy doing something else, I believe.
Yeah, so it's like 5 or 6 tag teams. This is one of the bigger ones that we've ever gotten. And given the talent that's in this match and the absolute shit show in a good way that happened last Friday at the end of the show was amazing. I have over the moon expectations for this match, and I'm hoping I'm not let down.
Because you got to think, man, there's so many ways to go, and there's so many people out to prove themselves. I'll put it this way: there's so many people that have to lose this match that feel like people need to come away with something.
Yeah.
So for the people that are winning, that's one thing. We already know it's going to be a great match. We already know whoever wins is getting big over. But you got to think about how great this match is because you're coming in with an energy where, just like in the 2000s, every team involved has a right to say they should be world champion and has a right to have a chip on their shoulder. So
And
if you got to lose,
and they also have a legitimate shot.
And they also have a legitimate shot. DIY, former champs, Motor City Machine Guns, billed as one of the greatest tag teams in history. The Wyatts are the Wyatts. The Street Profits been wrestling with a chip on their shoulder. They're in their heel Uso era, like first version,
And Fraxium, the new up and comers that have been performing very well with great chemistry when they shouldn't be.
Tag Team of the Year, Fraxium.
Exactly.
Like they got all the chip in the shoulder, they're a big chip on their shoulder as well because they come into the main roster in a place where they only got but so long to carry this momentum over before we start saying, oh, they were on Fraxium. So if you got to lose this match, you got to really show out. So I don't know who's going to lose. I don't know who's going to win, and I don't care. But this is going to be the match of the night. I don't know who's producing it, but there's too many X Division matches, ladder matches, too many great producers in the back. There's too many TNA guys back there to let a X Division type ladder match fail.
You know what? I'm gonna say to whoever's booking this, because of there's so many people, I would say have 3 people on this match, like producing it or writing it, whatever. I would say go Abyss, Abyss has the experience of seeing the X Division matches work in their capacity. I would say go Jason Jordan because Jason Jordan is a tag team specialist and one of the better people there that they have writing.
Mhm.
And then I would say go Jamie Noble because Jamie Noble was known for producing great matches too. So I would say have those three guys book it and it'll turn out amazing. And then for a winner, just because we got to pick a winner, I'm gonna go with the Wyatts.
Yeah. Just keep the Wyatts over, man.
Yeah,
Keep the Wyatts over.
make it
Keep the
great.
Wyatts over as long as we possibly can. We have got to put some sort of respect on the Wyatt's name. And
Yes,
I feel like after pushing Bray to be uh
the face of fear.
the face of fear, but I'm looking for um a non-resistant spotlight to have a
Mm.
non-resistant spotlight. That's the term I want to use.
Okay.
Non-resistant spotlight. If that makes any sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um I feel like we have to treat every Wyatt title run like a big deal
Yes.
in order to kind of pay back that cachet that we've been pushing all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, in that spirit, keep the Wyatts on top because it's just better for everyone that the crazy team wins. They can
Yeah.
just do more. They can just do more.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, the crazy person is always able to do more with people. It's the
Exactly.
cactus Jack method. Um, moving on from there to another match that I'm actually very excited about. The workhorses of workhorses match. Dominic Mysterio, okay? The king of the luchadors. If you haven't heard, Dominic Mysterio, the Intercontinental Champion, finally cleared, going one on one with who I will tell you is the greatest of all time, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And I gotta tell you, I don't have AJ winning, but man, is it gonna be cool to have this match together. If if there is going to be a wrestling match of the night, this is it. This is it. The gimmick match of the night is going to be the title match. That's going to be the best match of the night. But the best wrestling match of the night is going to be Dominic and AJ Styles. It just is. You look at the rest of the card, there's no way it's not going to be. They're going to put on a masterpiece.
Dude, this has had no business being as funny as it has. Like Dom's funny, I get it. AJ's funny. Yeah, he can be. But this has no business being as good and as funny as it's been. Like AJ being the valet, AJ being the janitor, AJ being the trainer, AJ praying in the corner, AJ coming back to the training room asking the doctor if it still burns when Dom pees. Like it's been hilarious. It shouldn't have been
Yeah.
this funny, but it has been, and it's been great. I want this feud to go on forever.
I wouldn't mind this being a forever thing. They could be the best of frenemies. I
Yeah,
love this angle.
yeah. Like
Like
let AJ be the. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Like let AJ be that guy for Dom.
like I can see them both turning face and it still being like a thing that AJ just pops up places and freaks Dom out. Like even though it's like not a beef anymore,
Yeah,
just to mess with him. Like
just
I can see it being an angle. Like
stick his head out every so often from behind a curtain.
yeah,
Be in the crowd when Dom has a match. Like just annoy him. Just bother
just
him.
annoy him. Just for the shits and giggles of it. They just got a chemistry that's so natural. But yeah, the only thing better than that is putting together a fantastic match.
Yeah, and I think
So
they will.
I think they will. I think Dom can work with anybody, and we know AJ can work with anybody and elevate anybody. And to see Dom in the peak of like, I can't even call this the peak of his career, which is the craziest part about it, is that he can debut in AAA with the pop that he has and not be at the peak of his career, not even close to the peak of his career,
Can you imagine that? You've been here 20 years and you haven't even hit your peak yet.
not even
That is
close.
amazing.
He haven't been world champion yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense. But to have that and then to be in there with somebody like AJ that can make anybody better than they were before, like they're gonna tear the house down. But yeah, my pick is Dom.
Same here.
Let's see. Solo versus Fatu for the United States Championship.
I'm gonna go solo. It was a tough one, but I'm gonna go solo, and it's going to be. I don't know if he's cleared or not, but I'm gonna say solo, and it's gonna be because of the help of Tama Tonga, not Tala Tonga, Tama Tonga. Which, by the way, can we? Why the hell is Tala Tonga a thing? But yeah, Solo Sikoa wins with the help of Tama Tonga.
I take it a different. Well, I don't know. I'm at a weird place here. I feel like Tama has to join Fatu. I say this because one, I'm secretly super biased, and I need Tama Tonga to be on his own because I feel like he's destined for a great solo career.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
But also, Solo's got what? Solo's got there's him, there's JC, there's Tongaloa, there's Hikaleo, or Tower Tonga. And then you got Fatu and Jimmy. They had even the odds, bro.
Yeah.
And I feel like Tama really was rocking with Fatu a little more during that whole trio. Like once Fatu hit his stride, Tama wasn't really around Solo like that. Like they were still together, but
yeah, it was still the three of them. But
it was
Fatu was really starting to get the push more.
He was really Fatu's guy, so I could see Tama coming back and double crossing. Like you think he's coming back for Solo, and then he double crosses for Jacob.
Yeah, I 100% would not be mad at that. If that was to happen, then great. I would love that.
And then maybe they could have their own bloodline thing, and wow, there's a lot of Roman ties, man. There's a lot of Roman ties. We'll have to go.
Just become the Ops. Do what the Ops do in AEW.
Just become the Ops. If there's any equivalent to Fatu, it's Samoa Joe.
Exactly.
Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, the women's Intercontinental Championship. I will keep it very plain and simple. Becky Lynch.
Yeah, like
I don't even really have like an angle. Like I kind of just am enjoying liking Becky Lynch again and seeing character development in Lyra. I don't know if I like Lyra yet, but I like that she's not just a person that wrestles with feathers. But yeah, Becky Lynch. As long as this keeps improving Lyra Valkyria, Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Becky Lynch too, just for the simple fact I'm tired of seeing Lyra Valkyria wrestle the same two people. Like
who isn't
it's Becky and Bayley every week. It's like
I'm tired of seeing Lyra wrestle. No, I'm kidding. All right,
no. She can wrestle, but it's just
that's my son's favorite woman wrestler. I can't even say that.
So, well, Teddy, tell her to change the channel or something and pick a new person to fight.
I recently found out he loves Bubba Ray too. So
who does?
The other women's match that'll probably be more exciting: Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and the champion Naomi for I believe the WWE or the World Heavyweight Women's
World Heavyweight.
The World Heavyweight Women's Championship. Again, easy pick, Naomi. Why? Rhea's held it too long. Io's not quite exciting enough. And Naomi. Come on. Naomi.
The writing is literally on the wall. It's got to be Naomi, and there's no other choice.
And she's dumb over. Like,
moving that merch. You see a lot of caution tape in the crowd.
And again, it is all, like I said before, but the why, it's better to keep it on the crazy person.
Exactly.
It just is better. Works. All right. I think we're pretty solid down the line, man. We come to what they're going to push as the biggest match. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the WWE Championship and the future of the WWE because we only have a certain amount of dates before
Mm-hmm.
John walks out of here with that world title and destroys, ruins wrestling for everyone. Does Cody Rhodes win back the WWE Championship, or does Travis Scott cost us again?
Your winner and still WWE champion, John Cena. Peacemaker will figure out a way to make it happen. He's got to keep the belt because he's doing that press tour for Peacemaker season 2. So they're not taking it off of
You
John
know, it's
Cena for the win.
it's so funny to me, man. Like for the first time in a long time, bro. Like the matches are not spectacular. The stories are not wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first time in a very long time, like I have no issues with the John Cena run. Like
Not at all.
I have no issues with the John Cena run. I don't even really want it to end. Like I'm not super impressed by any of the matches, but at all. But
It,
you know what though? I don't care. Like
they've
I
put
don't. It
us
doesn't bother me at all. Like John holds my attention.
they've put us in this weird place where the matches aren't great. We know they're not great,
We know, we can tell. Like you're doing this on purpose.
but we're okay with it. I don't know if it's just the fact that he's heel or the fact that he's on his way out the door, but they've put us in this compromising position that we're accepting mediocrity matches and we're content with it. We're fine with it. Where the hell have we gone? Like in the realm of
Have we Jedi mind tricked ourselves into liking John Cena's ability to wrestle? Like
I
we've always critiqued him for this, and now yet somehow it's part of the
bro.
gimmick, and we're like, yeah, like it's not. What were you expecting? Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it's like we've hit ourselves with a Mandela effect or of some sorts, or like
yeah, yeah.
we're in a it's like we're in an altered reality and we know we're there and we're just like, okay,
This is
we're
fine.
good.
This is fine.
Yeah.
This is fun. You know what I mean? I don't need. I don't know. Maybe after so many years of Roman, where we've like
Yeah,
we've tricked ourselves into being like it's not really about the wrestling with these matches. So let's just be here for the story. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's like we're trapped in WandaVision and we don't care.
That's what it is. We're like,
It's like they're trying to use the mind trick that bring us back to reality. And we're like, oh no, we know we're under a spell. It's fine.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can just leave us here.
yeah. Like, don't think about it too much. This isn't AEW. This
Exactly.
isn't. They're not trying to do that.
We can think for
Um,
everything else except for this.
yeah, yeah. It's like that's John. Yeah, it's not Dustin Rhodes. Let's just
Yeah.
let's let the guy go out there and do his thing. That being said, yeah, John, I expect John to win again. I don't I don't even feel bad for Cody. I don't know what Cody's gonna do. It's the trickiest thing in the world to figure out what Cody Rhodes' angle is when he doesn't have the belt.
Oh, come on. I know exactly what it's going to be.
Well, I have no clue. But unless it's fighting Travis Scott, I don't really know what's next for Cody Rhodes. I can tell you this. Um, John wins here, and then where are we headed? Survivor Series is the next big thing.
Um, Paris.
Paris.
Yeah,
Is he
Paris.
fighting anybody in Paris?
Now, if John's going to Paris, I don't know, but Paris is the next thing.
I know he's not coming to Philly, and it upsets me.
Yeah,
I will tell you that, John.
that's the hurt piece. I
It
think he came to
sucks.
Philly early, like
Oh,
early
okay,
in the
he hit it
run,
earlier.
but yeah, I don't think he's hitting it the second run around. But um, so yeah, the next big one would probably be probably Survivor Series. But they got Paris, and then I think there's one more pay-per-view in the middle before they go to Survivor Series.
Well, I'll tell you this. We really have to start coming up with deeper angles because in order to really disagree, we have to start taking some different things. I think we agreed on everything for night two. We agreed on everything for night two. The Wyatts winning, Dom winning. Even though I wouldn't mind an AJ run, and I really don't really know.
Well, no, you picked. Who'd you pick? You picked Fatu, right?
I picked. Oh, I didn't pick for Solo Fatu. No, yes, I did. I picked for Tom with a double cross to help Fatu go over. So we did disagree on something.
Yeah, we disagreed on that, and then for night one, we disagreed on Bliss and the women's tag title match.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Is there anything sticking out to you about these two nights? Do you know are you excited for Cardi B? I think it's the only thing we didn't touch on before we get out of here.
I could do without Cardi B, to be completely honest. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about Cardi B that Stephon Diggs hasn't already said, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
That's terrible. All right, man. If you made it this long, you can probably hit the link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Give us your predictions. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you already follow us, what else we can be doing. We got to get back into doing some stuff, and we got to figure out what else you guys want to hear, what else you guys want to see. But until then, I've been Stevie Jobber.
I've been Dangerous Duke.
And this has been a Dangerous Jobbers podcast. Please stay up, stay blessed, and as always,
stay dangerous.
People have been asking me to be the best in the world. Why, Eddie, why?